How impressed were you with the Cavs last night?
They played better than I thought. I mean, it was a thrilling game. I enjoyed it. But I'm more convinced, Skip Bayless, than I was even prior to this.
Really?
That it's going to be a sweep. And this is the way you got to look at it, Shannon.
Okay.
If you can't win that game, and Skip, I heard what you said earlier. It was on a silver platter. It was laying there for them to win. This reminds me of the Toronto series. Remember Toronto?
Oh.
They blow the game at the end. They lose in overtime. And what happened to them? They got swept. They got swept. Now, they lost that game at home.
Yeah.
I get it, but I'm just saying, if you're going to beat the Warriors, that was the game. 7-game series, worn out from Houston. This was their opportunity.
2015.
And you know what?
Remember they lost in overtime the first game? What happened the second game?
I don't remember.
Oh, you do remember.
I don't remember.
Yeah, you do.
Was Kevin Durant there?
No. Oh, I thought you was out on Kevin Durant. You back on?
I'm just saying,
Okay.
he added a nuclear weapon, didn't he?
Okay. Well,
And this is the other part. I mean, J.R. Smith, dumb play, you got to know what's going on. But still, the game was there for LeBron to win.
Lord have mercy.
And you can't, Shannon, you can just shake your head all you want. The 51, when you go 0 for 4 from the field in overtime and just make 2 free throws. And once again, this is what I was telling you about the clutchness, about taking shots when the score's tied, and for whatever reason, when they're down, it's always he makes the best basketball play, rather than I'm going to regardless all night.
This was going to have to be a do-or-die shot.
Yes.
Can I ask you a question, Rob?
Yes.
When they were down by 1 and he gets the and 1 to put them up, what was that?
No, but I'm talking about with 8 seconds to go. Why are you passing the ball when you scored 51 points and you've been unstoppable, Shannon? That's what I'm talking about.
Because he hadn't forced it all night long.
He was doing ISO and one-on-one in the fourth quarter and ignoring his teammates.
But he wasn't forcing it, and they didn't come with a double team. Did you watch the play? Did you see where Draymond was standing?
Yes,
did you
I
see
did,
where Kevin
but
Durant was
I
standing?
still want LeBron James.
You want him to take a bad shot. Then you can say, see, I told you.
No, I want him to draw a foul or take the ball into his own hands. And then, you know what? When George Hill was standing there at the free throw line, I bet you he was saying, I would rather have Dwayne Wade take those free throws. The guys that they sent away, all those veterans who have been there and done that, those are the guys you wanted. You wanted George Hill. You trumpeted George Hill. And he got up there, and what did he do?
In case you don't mind me asking, D. Wade was in the playoffs, and you saw what he did. But that's not the here nor there.
And then one other thing I want to say. This game here reminded me of the Tom Brady game in the Super Bowl. 500 yards don't matter. Tom Brady fumbled when the game was on the line in the final 2.5 minutes. LeBron James, 51 points. He was tremendous. His teammates gave him help. Everything was set up to steal that game and win. And when it came down to a Shannon Sharpe in overtime, 0 for 4. You can't tell me, he was deflated because of what JR did, and he was this and he was that. No, he wasn't. The game was there.
Yeah.
Had you said to LeBron James, we'll give you a tie score overtime at Oracle against the Warriors in game 1, would you take that and say, I just need 5 minutes to play and I can dominate and win that game and give my team a lift?
And
He didn't do it.
LeBron's going to probably say, well, what am I going to need to get to the overtime? It's going to take a Herculean effort. It's going to take an effort we hadn't seen in the finals since Michael Jordan went for 54 against the Phoenix Suns. That's what it's going to take. But here's the thing. LeBron was Skip, and I told you, I said, Skip, I believe in order for them to have a chance, LeBron's going to have to average somewhere between 35 and 40. I say he's going to have to get some help from his other guys. The dude does it better. He goes 51, and he goes 19 of 32 on 59% shooting. He shoots 91% from the free throw line. He did everything that he could do, and still that wasn't enough because somehow, even though he was great, you're going to have to offset Kevin Durant's 26, and you're going to have to offset Klay Thompson's 24. Okay, so they cancel out LeBron, and then you got Steph goes and get 29, and then you got Draymond goes and does what he does. So that's the problem that they're up against. Yeah, they're deflated. That's a heartbreaking, that's a crushing loss.
But they weren't ahead, Shannon. I'm talking about at the end for LeBron. Everybody's trying to use that as that's why he didn't perform in overtime.
No.
You weren't behind. You didn't lose the game there.
But here's the thing. Steph Curry was over, didn't score a point. Kevin Durant had 2 points, the same as LeBron, but they won by 10. Why, Rob? Because the other guys, the others.
No. But LeBron had a Herculean.
So now LeBron.
When you talk about
what about
LeBron
Steph?
didn't make a field goal.
Neither did Steph Curry.
He didn't make a field goal.
Neither did Steph Curry.
But he didn't have 51.
Neither did Durant.
LeBron James was unbelievable.
And Rob, at some point in time, Steph Curry didn't make a field goal. Kevin Durant didn't make a field goal, but their team won by 10. And you say, well, LeBron didn't make a field goal. Okay.
Who's the greatest player on the planet that you talk about every day? It's LeBron James. It ain't those other guys.
Who's the second and third graders?
It's the other guys.
Who's the second and third graders?
No, it's about him.
Come on, Rob.
You can't always make excuses for him.
By the way, Tom Brady should have 6 Super Bowls.
Stop it. No, he didn't.
He should have 2.
The ball.
He should have 2.
Really should have 7.
Actually, Vinatieri should have been
Rob
MVP
Harper,
in 2 of them.
I do appreciate much of what you said because it has much truth to it. But in the bigger picture, you did dismiss these Cleveland Cavaliers as quote-unquote terrible. They didn't look terrible to me last night because Kevin Love did step up with 21 and 14. I know he wasn't great from 3, but he did make one with 2 minutes left that was big in the game.
Skip, he had 21 points on 20 shots.
That ain't that great.
Yeah,
I don't know what math that is, Skip.
But 13 rebounds. I told you before he got concussed, he was leading the playoffs in rebounds. What's the old expression for Pat Riley? No rebounds, no rings. Last night, they had 53 rebounds, and the home team, the Golden State Dynastic Warriors, had only 38, 53-38 from...
That's why they were in the game. They didn't rebound at all.
Well, they out-rebounded them on the offensive end by 15.
They did, and Larry Nance Jr. gave you 11.
In 19 minutes.
It's pretty good.
It is.
Very good.
Rebounds. And a lot of players made little plays that I wasn't suspecting, and all of a sudden it all added up to silver platter. It's right there. Now, we can go all night about what happened, and I agree with your premise. LeBron has to take that shot. I know it's a do or die. I know it's a make or miss, and you're going to have to live with it. But you just have to take that shot. I'm sorry. I'm rooting because I picked Cleveland to steal this game, and I believe if we could put you on a lie detector, you were scared to death in the last few seconds of this game.
No, I thought that they had a shot to win the game, and it would have been. Obviously, my prediction would have been wrong because they would have won a game. But when they won the game, I said LeBron had to do everything he had to do, and they still couldn't win.
You know what big play of this game that goes overlooked? Steph lost the ball, and it was rolling around the floor, and Kevin Love almost gets it.
Yeah.
But Golden State regains possession. It ends up being a 3-ball in the corner pocket by Clay.
I remember that.
This is an overtime.
An overtime.
Because Clay made 2 big shots.
That basically ended the game right there.
No, I agree. And let's go back quickly to 36 seconds left. LeBron got a raw deal on the play because it should not have gone to replay. It didn't deserve to go to replay.
But he did move his feet.
He did. Did they get the call ultimately right, which we all appreciate? Yes, they got it right. But should it have gone over there? No, it shouldn't. And I know the 2 refs disagreed, but the crew chief, Ken Maurer, was the one who called the charge.
Correct.
So if you go with the crew chief's view of the play, all of a sudden, Cleveland's got the basketball with 36 seconds left, up 2. Up 2.
But also, they didn't. LeBron got away with the goaltend against Indiana that they didn't look at.
I agree.
So he got away with that. That was one he got away with.
But also in the 2-minute report, they said the ball went off Thaddeus Young, so the ball should have gone back to Cleveland on the play before. But that's neither here nor there. We want to talk about this. Here's the thing, Skip. What about when he robbed Kevin Durant? That was a strip. That wasn't a foul.
Complete strip.
So now they're down 2, and Cleveland has the ball.
Not only did you called the foul a shooting foul on LeBron, at least you could have called it just to take it out of bounds.
Right, correct.
I don't know if they're in the penalty yet.
They weren't. They were not.
I don't think they were. But the point is, they let Kevin go up. He didn't even have the basketball and go through some shooting motion, and they called it a 2-shot foul. What? So really, that's why Steve Kerr said after the game, we were very, very lucky to survive. And you were very, very lucky your prediction didn't go down in flames.
But it didn't go down. It's still about, I always say, sports has a short menu. It's wins and losses. You could talk about all the elements and ingredients that go into it. It's still about that. And you know what happened? Cleveland was there, had a chance to win a game. This is the sweep is in effect. I think that they will continue.
Bet 100 wings.
Whatever you want to bet.
Bet 100 wings.
What do you want to bet?
I want to bet 100 wings.
Let's bet 100
All
wings.
flats.
All flats.
Yeah.
Parmesan garlic.
I ain't no. I don't want no
What
Parmesan.
did you call it? I don't even know what that means.
All flats. Instead of the
drumettes, we getting the flats. The wings. We bet 100 wings.
If there's 2 pieces to the chicken wing, you get the flat or the drum.
I want mine from Pizza Hut.
You would not eat wings. You wouldn't put that
I'm
in your
going to eat
body.
wings from Pizza Hut, and I want you to get them from Oakland.
From Oakland?
Yeah, call Uber.
I thought you were trying to get back in shape.
What you mean get back?
You only have a couple weeks.
I stay ready. I never have to get ready.
We had breakfast the other day. He had waffles, 4 eggs, hash browns.
I didn't have no 4 eggs. I had 2 eggs over easy, but I did have the waffles.
He had waffles.
I took the hash brown.
This was over at the commissary.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
And I did take the hash browns and bacon home, turkey bacon to my dog.
Yeah. Don't feed them people food.
Yeah.
Do that
They
to 'em.
people. They little people.
You gotta get lemon pepper, Rob.
Lemon pepper's good, too.
Yeah.
I had that last night at the sports bar.
Well, all I know, I want 100 flats.
100?
They're not getting swept.
Okay.
100 flats, what kind? Plain?
Yeah, I want to play extra crispy.
Rob,
Watch and see.
I think you're going to be good to go on game 2 because I think it's going to be a Golden State blowout. But that 3 and 4 back in
I just think that LeBron cannot play any better than he played.
Actually,
he almost
can.
didn't miss a shot.
Actually can.
For 3
well, he can
quarters.
play better than 0 for 4 in overtime.
Well, the overtime, but they won't get to overtime in those games.
You're right.
You let those guys off the hook, and now they can refocus. It's not like it's a game tomorrow night. They don't play till Sunday.
That's the best part about
That's
it.
the best part for Golden State.
I have my issues with LeBron James, but he will not let them lose 2 home games and get swept. He just won't.
Let me ask you a question, Rob.
The Spurs beat them in 4 games with a team that wasn't that great.
I
I'm
know,
just
but
saying.
it was 2007.
Yeah, it was
But
a
still,
different
do you know
lifestyle.
what he did to the Pistons in Detroit when he scored 27 straight
You
points?
ever been fishing?
No.
Sometimes you lose
I'm
a
from
fish.
New York, dude.
You lose a fish, Skip. You don't, oh, man, that big one got away. Oh, let me go home. No, you throw the line back out there. Somebody else will come along and get it. Guess what? Sunday night, we back out there fishing again, and we're going to land the big one.
I've seen teams get swept. Everybody wants to believe that guys don't get swept and the NBA is going to
Of course we see teams get swept.
Teams get swept all the time.
Yeah.
The Cleveland Cavaliers will be the Toronto Barneys or Raptors, whatever you want to call them, and they'll lose all 4.
And guess what else I've seen, Skip? I've seen analysts be wrong before, too.
Yeah, you have them wrong.
exactly.
You remember those Jordans
for
I got?
joining
Yes,
us.
last
Thanks for watching. Subscribe here to get the latest from the show, and be sure to check out more of the best clips from Undisputed, or go watch a few segments from our other shows on FS1.